Let me show you exactly how to build your wallet on Bitunix. I'm speaking to mostly people who are in my Discord, so I don't have to explain everything. Enter the trade. Okay, I made 16% here, but I was only at 30x isolated. I've switched from cross to isolated, and I've lowered my leverage when I want a longer trade. This was in the overnight. It's 5:35 a.m. I kept making these small wins. This was $830. I kept making these small wins throughout the night. I would go back to bed and come back. I would give myself a good gap between myself and liquidation, about $3,000 to $5,000. So we ran up in the overnight, all the way up from like 108 and change to 110 this morning. It's 5:35. I know we're going to pull back under 110. I keep screenshotting my wallet. So just doing this casually, we made about $1,000. Not a big deal. So now I want to enter again. This time, I want to bring my leverage up to 42x. Okay, on isolated, I only do this on Bitunix. I am well under the 110,440 that we hit. So I'm buying in at $500 at a time. Open long for AM pump. Now, I'm at 42x, isolated. I can only lose what's in the trade. When I trade on cross, it uses my entire wallet. So if you spend any of this, well, you're taking away your shield, your protection. I thought I wasn't talking to anyone for a moment. In any case, those of you in my group, okay, my Discord, and we just had an order fire off. My private consultation, I'm taking $1,000 off this price. You have to DM me before Sunday. You can do the math to figure out what it is. Let's get back here now. All right, so we just had an order come in at the 888s. So where am I at? I am $2,000 away from liquidation at 42x. It's really not enough. So we make wallet decisions. Wallet decisions. I'm going to put the rest of that, just like I would in cross, to buy myself distance between me and liquidation. Usually I'll put half my wallet in at like 40x, maybe 48x. You got to see, you might get a $1,000 gap if you're at 50x isolated. Cross is different, but we're in more control with cross. See, I could even add a little bit more here under the whole number from my balance. Let's do that 569. Get off my face, Stacy. There. All right? Now, I only have $2,000 between me and liquidation. I expect AM pumps this morning around 9 a.m. stock market open. I'm going to go ballsy. No, let's do it in reverse. Before I add to the trade, I have $5,000 available as a shield. So, not this pencil. That's leverage. Next to margin, this pencil. My current liquidation price is 107. The current price is 1099, almost 110. I have about 3,000 between me and liquidation. If I add $1,000 to this, this number goes down to 106. If I add $4,000 to this, it goes down to 104. I can buy myself freedom. I can buy myself shield. Unlike cross, this is completely under my control. I never move the leverage. But let's move this needle back ever so slightly. So let's do here. Let's put half of our money in there for shield so I can walk away comfortably. Now 40x is slow. I like to do this in the 50s, but it's early. We have time. So I've increased my trade size by adding to my shield. I increased the trade size. Now I am $4,000 away from being liquidated. Do I think we're going to go below 106 before AM pumps? No. Let alone get to me at 105,602. So now, I'm under the whole number. I know there's going to be FOMO. I also know some news events. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, last night had really positive earnings. This means, okay, with us being so close to $100,000 Bitcoin, everybody's excited, and he has to pump the stock more. He must buy this weekend, like he normally does. So let's go back here now. I have decisions. I am $4,000 away from liquidation. I'm under the whole number. I can save this for later, or I can put it all in the trade. Do I think I need more than a $4,000 gap this morning in the next few minutes? No. So I'm going to put it all in the trade. Paste, you know what? Half of it. Open long. Okay, now my trade is even heavier. Think about it. My balance, well, they take fees out up front. That's why I went down a little bit. And probably I'm down $63. But I have about $7,000 in this long at 42x. Normally, you can't do isolated like this. But if you do this pencil trick and balance this out strategically, look how much control you have over the trade. I'm going to increase my margin. Now they got to go to 105.476. Good luck with that. I don't see it happening. You know, I always tell people if you want to make $10,000 a day, it's easy. You got to do 10 trades a day, make $1,000 a trade. And you know, that makes you a millionaire 3 times over in a year. It's $300,000 a month. But what if you just made $500 a trade? Yeah. And if you do this right, and the way I teach you, and yesterday for everybody in my group, we did an unbelievable hands-on Zoom lesson of how to beat this exchange and just how to beat Bitcoin. Being in my group is priceless. I'm going to wrap this up here, make it short format. I just want to show you how to enter, okay? You'll know when you see the video, okay, that I'm entered at 109,930 and my liquidation is 105. I'm going to decimate them. This takes longer. You have to walk away. You can't sit and watch every trade. At 6:30 a.m., we're going to have a little pullback. It's called the lull, L-U-L-L. And then, about 9:30 a.m., we're going to have Friday stock market open pumps with new enthusiasm. Thank you to MicroStrategy. Here we go. We're starting to come to profit. We're climbing back up to 110. The people haven't even woken up yet. The markets wake up around 8 to 9:30. So we are pre-positioned with a $4,500 gap, something like that, about a $4,000 gap. We're still moving at 42x. Sufficient speed for me to go have breakfast, not stare at the screen, and most of all, you should know it's very normal for a trade to go against you. This is why we don't stare at this. It affects your dopamine. It's only down 5%. It's nothing. But you have to expect that. So don't think when you got into the trade, and if it goes against you, you did something wrong. Know your liquidation. Don't be affected by the dopamine. Don't stare at the screen. Go out and do other things, and you'll be shocked. And what you want to do is look at your phone. I love the Coinbase 1 hour chart. Since we're long, all you need is something like this. Look. So I don't stare at my screen. That's the old way. You see this? Big line up in 1 hour. Go get your money. It's that easy. What you've learned in this video is exactly how to enter and protect leveraged Bitcoin trades, still using high leverage, but on Bitunix, using that pencil and being in control, either adding to your trade size or adding to your shield, okay, which is the margin. Now, when you add to the margin, you're not paying insurance or losing that money in any way. All that's happening is you're adding to your trade. So it's becoming safer and heavier to yield you more results when you win. Don't be a victim of screen staring. Hashtag end screen slavery. Everyone loves trading like this. We are a legend. The links for Bitunix are below. Never, ever trade on your phone. I highly encourage you to listen to this video again and pick up things that you missed. I made it short and to the point. I don't beg for likes. I don't beg for subscribers. All I do is try to teach you the legend that I've created. Links are below to get into my inner sanctum if you're not already in there. Have a great day. I will see you at the 9 a.m. stock market open pump. As Bitcoin pumps with excitement, thanks to Michael Saylor. Know you be locked, loaded, and protected. Choose your leverage wisely. Never go lower than like 40x. It's just too slow. These were overnight sleepy time trades. Be around 50, 58x, even 68x. But make sure you divide up your wallet accordingly. Don't let greed take away your shield. Keyword, if you stayed to the end, shields up. Have a good day.